guys, so we got a few things we're going to talk about here. We're in front of my purchases from yesterday, which I'm going to do some bragging about some of the rare things I found, which I'm ultra excited, and I know I've got to take care of like a little infant because I don't want them to get damaged. But we're also talking the Impact Bundle, and man, am I pooped out. But this is it, guys. If you didn't buy it, you're going to miss out. Today is it. By I think 9 o'clock, Ray had said this evening, you can no longer purchase. Now, I have not even seen nearly close to the sales that happened last year, and we have put out way more information, so I know people are hurting for money. It's $50, guys. It is not breaking the bank for the information you're going to get, and that's not me pushing it because I'm getting rich. That's just me pushing it because the times we're in, you're going to want this information. Each time a day goes by, I realize how much more deep in problems we are with our food system and our medical system. We are deep. It is getting worse, worse, worse. We need to start doing for ourselves. Ray and I talk about this all the time. When we went to the nursery, that's what we were looking for. Not just rarities, but we're looking for things that we know are important and we need in the future. So, Impact Bundle, guys. It's $50. Today's it. I'm not going to keep repeating. If you'd missed it today, it doesn't come back. That's it. So, let's talk about my Etrog. She's thorny. I can't love her too much. Okay, so this is an Etrog. Here's what she looks like. The coolest is she came with the fruit. Etrog commonly will have a belt around its belly, like if I put a rubber band around its little stomach here and it was too tight like you do on a tree, they usually have a belt and it looks like a defect. It's a very common trait of the Etrog. The Etrog is citron. It is the oldest living citron. Rhea found 3 places it exists in the United States, I think, or in the whole world. Nobody's growing this, guys. This is if you're a Jew like me. Now, I'm not a practicing Jew. I only have a smidge of Ashkenazi Jew in my blood. But the reality is, if you're a Jew, this is sought after. This and 3 other items are a part of, I think they were a part of the Feast of the Tabernacle. It was in that, in the biblical, it's all over biblical stuff. The Jews use this as a part of, and I can't remember, I'll read you exactly whatever it is. There's a celebration that occurs, and I didn't want to mess it all up. That's why I'm going to actually read it off the phone to you. But this is a spectacular tree. I am so beyond excited the more I read about it and realizing what it meant to people, even more than it's a citron, is so shocking. So let's read a little, because when I walked into Clausen Nursery, I'm looking everywhere. I wanted some blood oranges, and I knew that they weren't really going to be around right now, but we looked at some citrus. It was pretty sad. I mean, they're picked over. Everybody is opening their orchards up for sure, because Clausen is huge, and they were pretty emptied out. So my eyes know what stuff looks like, and I am scrolling with Ray after stuff. And we've walked the whole property, and all of a sudden we come up to the top, and there is 2 citrus that look like someone was purchasing. This one, and another one not quite this size, but close. So it was a Buddha's hand. I could see immediately on the other one, because it already had the little Buddha's hands growing on it, as this one's got some flowers at the top too. My little Etrogs there, my little baby Etrogs. So I saw that and went, okay, immediately Buddha's hand, but what is this? I saw this piece of fruit. Now, had this fruit not been on it, I walked away, because they all look like citrus. You can't tell any difference. I saw that and went, hold the phones. What am I looking at? Now, I wasn't sure. I thought it could be an Asadis, because I have that also. Similar, not as long. It's more lemon shaped. It's a citron, an old one also. So I wasn't going to buy it. I just thought, oh, it must be an Asadi like I have. I walked past it, got my stuff. I had 4 items. I did walk away with a sapote. I think I'd mentioned on a video yesterday. I got a white sapote. I'm not sure how it's going to do, but I'm hoping it'll do okay, because we are in its climate, even though we get a little cold. I got my yellow passion fruit. I got I don't even like pineapple guava, but a lot of people do, so I thought I'd throw it in my guava selection. I got a macadamia, which a friend had. I loved it. I may not even crack the nuts. I might just sell them green for y'all, but I love the tree, and they were cheap. Then Ray and I are checking out. She's got her 4 trees, I got mine. We're in the little booth where you're checking out. And I had to say, what is that citron over there near that Buddha's hand? Is that an asadi? And he goes, oh, no, funny you ask, that's an etrog. And I went, I had already even paid. Well, all I can say is that credit card came out. I think $72 of the best money I have spent. Look at this beauty. She's big.
It's big.
This is a very healthy one. A lot of times, so my asadis, you guys, was a stick. And I think that was about $60. So I was ecstatic. It's already in fruit. It had fruit on it, because what an important thing when you are buying fruit trees is if you're not totally familiar and it's exotic, they can lie to you. It's very common. People will say this is what it is.
Oh, wow.
You get it home because you're not going to know, and it starts fruiting and you have a navel orange. You're like, what? So this is an etrog. Let's learn what an etrog is, folks, because this has just got me excited. I mean, I could talk about wormwood all day. I put her on the back burner. I'm like, honey, I love you, but not today. So we're going to go from specialty produce is what we're going to go from, guys. There's a million websites, mainly Jewish websites, that I could read off because they're the ones practicing with the etrog. But I'm just going to go very clinical from specialty produce. It's done very well. So basically, we have an etrog citron. If you want to look at the map, here's the interactive map of where it does exist. Is in 3 locations. I'm not on the map yet. But let's read a little about it, because citrus is very fascinating, guys. And if you are in a warm climate, start collecting. Okay, description and taste. The Etrog citron are large fruits, averaging 10 to 15 centimeters in length. They have an oval to oblong shape with one flattened curve at the end and tapered. Pointed end, which this has its beautiful pointed end. That's what makes it so unusual. The fruits have a characteristic thick, bumpy, and rigid rind, and the textured glossy surface is also covered in oil glands that emit an aromatic floral fragrance with a distinct scent of lemon and violets. One defining characteristic of an etrog is the pitum, or dried flower stigma, which this one does not have, which will occur at the base down here, that they actually get. It's like a little flower stem, which is never seen on anything. So that's a characteristic, is the pitum, or dried flower stigma, that extends from the non-stem end. This attached pitum is one of the most important traits found in an etrog citron, used for religious purposes. Underneath the rind, there is a thick, white, and spongy pith that is edible, sweet and slightly bitter, and fruits contain mostly pith with little to no flesh. It is a citron, depending on the variety. If there is a pale yellow flesh, it is divided into 11 to 13 segments and is firm, dry, and acidic, encasing many cream-colored seeds. Etrog citrons have a pine-like citrus scent when sliced, and the pith is generally mild with floral, sour, and sweet notes. Okay, so if that didn't get you excited, I'm thinking, let's go through the current facts. Let's do it all. We even do the nutritional. So get ready. The Etrog citrons, botanically classified as Citrus medica. You know what medica means? When they used to do medica behind plants, medical, are an ancient type of citrus belonging to the Rutaceae family. The unusually rigid, tapered fruits have been cultivated since biblical times and are primarily grown for traditional Jewish rituals. The name Etrog translates from a modern Hebrew to mean citron and is a general descriptor used to encompass. What'd you do? Did you poke your finger?
What happened, guy? Oh, he lost a train.
Oh,
Intermission.
Intermission. Can you get it?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, you pushed it through the gate. How did you even do that? Yeah, you got to keep it on the curb. I thought you poked your finger.
That's what I thought too. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I thought that's who smashed it.
Hey, don't put it back through, okay?
Okay, here we go. Okay, so the name Etrog translates from modern Hebrew to mean citron and is a general descriptor used to encompass many distinct cultivars found throughout the Mediterranean, Middle East, and Asia in the modern day. Etrog citrons are considered rare. Love it. Growing on small trees, so this will not be a big tree. Growing on small trees that have been sporadically planted worldwide. And the fruits are mainly sought out for their religious symbolism in Jewish tradition.
Wow.
Now, we've got nutritional value we'll go through because citron is really great for us guys. And I'm going to teach you about citron because I know no one's collecting citron like me. And it is a drug when you start falling into it. It took a Buddha's hand is all it took. And I went down the wormhole and honey, I haven't come out. I am so touched by these trees. Okay, nutritional value. Etrog citrons are an excellent source of vitamin C, an antioxidant that strengthens the immune system, reduces inflammation, protects the body against free radical damage. We talk a lot about that. The fruits also contain fiber to regulate the digestive tract, potassium to maintain blood pressure and lower the amounts of manganese, zinc, iron, and B6. It sounds pretty awesome, doesn't it? And that was just the nutritional value. Let's go to applications. How are you going to use this? A lot of people don't know how the heck even to use a citron. They're thinking it's got juice they can squeeze out of it, and when they realize it's all pith, what's the purpose? So much purpose, guys. Let me take a sip of my drink here, and we'll keep going. All right, here we go. Applications. Let me hold my friend while we talk about her. Etrog citrons are used for their fragrant rind and pith. Yes, she is. In cooked applications, the ends of the fruits should be sliced and removed, and the seeds and flesh are also discarded, leaving only the pith, the white, guys, and the rind. Once prepped, the pith and rind can be lightly boiled to remove bitterness, and the pieces are then simmered in sugar to develop a sweeter flavor. Cooked etrog can be incorporated into cakes, cookies, and other baked goods, or the boiled pieces can be candied as a sweet treat. It used to be simple, didn't it, guys? So back in, we'll say, olden days, even biblical days, they didn't reach for Snickers, man. You didn't go get a sweet and sour gummy. You weren't looking for Skittles. You got the etrog and sugar. Sounds like heaven, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Etrog can also be simmered into a marmalade, a jelly, and a jam, or it can be infused into vodka as a citrus. Well, I like that idea already. Floral flavor, in addition to infusions, etrog can be cooked into a simple syrup and mixed into sparkling water, teas, and other beverages. Etrog pairs well with fruits such as the peaches, cherries, berries and pears, nuts and hazelnuts, almonds and pecans, vanilla and basil. Whole unsliced etrog will keep up to 2 to 4 weeks. I love that because no citrus keeps that well. When stored in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight in the refrigerator, 3 to 8 weeks.
Wow.
Same with Buddha's hand, guys. It's amazing. That's how come I can ship it to you. All you looking on Shopify. Now my girl needs, she needs more time to grow. But oh yeah, Buddha's hand and etrog, you guys will be seeing it. And the Saudis, they're young, so let's not get too excited, but I'll be offering it up for you guys. Etrog, oh, the simple syrup. Did it? Okay. Ethical, cultural. Let's get back into that. Then we'll go through all of it because this is just, we still have ethical, cultural. Then we're going to do the geography. And that's that. You guys will know as much as the etrog as I do and how special it is. And I hope you start opening those eyes up when you're at your Home Depot or Lowe's and you see something unusual, when you're at that nursery and you go, what is that? Think about it. Because you may think, oh, I don't want to spend the money on it, but you don't know what kind of a rarity you can have. Okay, ethnic. Etrog citrons are one of the 4 species used in prayer during Sukkot, a Jewish harvest festival also known as the Feast of the Tabernacles. All of you reading the Bible, I hope you know what that is. We all know what the Feast of the Tabernacles is. The 7-day fall celebration is held to remember the Israelites' pilgrimage from Egypt to the temple in Jerusalem. Etrog is believed to be the fruit of the godly tree. They actually believe this was the apple, not the apple. Get ready. Let's see if it says it in this. Etrog is believed to be the fruit of the godly tree mentioned in the Old Testament and is traditionally used during morning prayer and blessings. During the morning blessing, an etrog is held in one hand. White willow branches, myrtle branches, and a palm branch are held in the other. and both are waved around in every direction to symbolize unity. Isn't that beautiful?
Wow.
Etrog citrons used for Jewish traditions must meet many standards, including the tree not being grafted. I have a grafted tree, folks. I'm happy to have a grafted. The cool part is the etrog, once it produces and I get the actual etrog, I can grow the seeds directly from its real deal. And not being grafted, the fruits being unblemished, and the pittum or flower remnants intact at the end of the fruit. Some Etrog citrons have sold for over $100. One piece of fruit for
Wow.
over $100, folks. And after the fruits are used in the morning prayers, they are wrapped in delicate fibers and stored in a silver ornamental box for safekeeping. Now, this one didn't talk about it on this, but I had read something in Jewish tradition that they had really felt that actually the etrog could have been also, because they don't know the apple. Everybody in the Bible, the woman eats the apple. That is just them. It's not an apple, everybody. Okay, it's a figurative. We don't know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to geography, and that's it.
Sorry,
and I hope
those-
you guys will be as excited as me. Baby girl's pulling it together, getting her first suntan.
Sorry, I had to back up in
No,
the
she's
shade.
actually good. The only
Okay.
her little fat chunky foot's the only thing in there.
Okay.
Okay, etrog is believed to be native to India and was spread to Israel in the early ages. The ancient fruits were thought to have been the first cultivated citrus and was widely prevalent in biblical times. Etrog was used in ancient Egypt for embalming mummies,
Oh,
and
wow.
archaeological, there we go, got it out, excavations have found the seeds, the artwork, and the coins depicting etrog in Jerusalem and the surrounding regions of Israel. Over time, etrog was spread throughout the Mediterranean as Jewish communities began setting in other areas. Today, etrog is primarily grown in Israel, India, Greece, Italy, Spain, Morocco, and Ramona. The citrons are also produced through a few farms in Central California. That's how this had to have gotten to me, guys, because they're nowhere for local sale and export. So, I hope you guys are excited about it, because I am. She's a real beauty. She is grafted, and I did notice that. That's the way it is sometimes, but if you get citrus and you can be, and you can get smart, you can grow them from seeds. There was one more thing I wanted to talk to, but I'm gonna actually get more shade, talk to you guys about, because I don't want baby girl to have to be sitting in that sun somewhere. I'm gonna move my location a little. I'm gonna back up behind you, Rhea, so she can be in full shade and little man can play with his. Right, buddy? So, I got some fun stuff here too. I had my yoga instructor, I love her. She's from India. She had come here months ago with a weird looking fruit called a wax apple. Some of you, I'm sure, know exactly what that is. And I'm going to pull that up too. Let's see here.
The gas. There we go.
Yeah. So I'm going to read some of this off this because I'm outside, guys. Okay. So this is so cool because my phone doesn't want to give me more. It's like, I don't want to listen to you. So I've got 3 little plants here I want to talk about with you guys because they're special to me. I was brought a bag of wax apples. Oh,
Hey.
what? You want your truck?
I think you need some more food. Is the problem.
Yeah, you're mad at your truck because you need more food.
Sorry.
So baby girl, she likes watching me. She loves my videos. She goes, yeah, talk it, baby girl. Aw. So we've got some fun stuff. We've got 2 wax apples. Okay, so now I think I got the Barbados. Let's see. Oh, Borneo. I got the Borneo. The Borneo wax apple is so amazing. Let me actually type in the actual one. Mine's red, I believe, the Borneo. B-O-R-N-E-O. All of you familiar with the wax apple? No? This is delicious. It's like crunchy like jicama. I'm going to show you a picture of what they look like because there's no fruit on it. So there's what wax apples look like.
Oh, wow.
And in fact, I could probably click on one just to show you guys a little bigger picture of it
They
here.
look very
My
phallic.
phone's like, I hate you. We are in the country. Have you guys noticed that nothing happened when I clicked? Oh, look, it took us to Amazon. Let's get you guys a picture so you can see this wax apple, because I wanted to talk. Well, we might not be seeing that. Forget the wax apple. Let's read about it, because that is too long. Okay,
Right.
so these are wax apples. They are a delicious fruit. What it says about the Borneo, because I had a white one, is the Borneo wax apple, also known as Syzygium, is a tropical fruit native to the greater Sunda Islands, Malay Peninsula, and Andaman and Nicobar Islands, commonly called the wax apple. So, other names: Java apple, rose apple, wax jambu. Okay, it says description: the fruit is bell-shaped, thin, waxy, can be various colors: red, green, purple, or white. I had the white. These are the red. Flesh is white or pink, juicy, has a mild sweet flavor with notes of rose. That's the amazing thing, guys. It's like rose water. Crunchy fruit, rose water. I had this and went, she handed them to me and I didn't remember what she called them and she left. I had to look it up. I've not seen them for sale anywhere. Guess what we got, baby girl? We got it, didn't we got wax apples. So that's super exciting. These are big leaf wax apple. Now this guy,
Hang on,
I don't
sis.
even know if I can get it out. This guy right here that wants to tip over.
Oh, yeah, I can see.
Let's see if I can get it so we don't. He shoved them in here, and I kid you not, that guy's like, I don't want to stand there. So now this guy is the cool one. Oh, my tag's not even on it. Let me find out the exact name for you guys. J-A-C. There it is. Is that right? Jacoba. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. Okay, here we go. There it is. Okay. All of you familiar with the jabuticaba?
What's up, guy? Use mine. Use my water.
Take some of Mommy's. Yours is empty. Jabuticaba.
gosh.
Okay. Let's do an image real quick so you can see, because these are so expensive. We'll do the Etsy one. There we go. I'm sure some of you have seen this and thought it was fake. This is a real fruit tree. This is how mine's going to grow. More like this. It's not going to be a single trunk, probably. More like this, because he said, so mine is this species. Now, there's a few of this species. What's super cool, guys, is these are very rare and expensive. They are tropical. If you're in that tropical region, I think it's a 9 to 11, guys. The fruit grows on the trunk. It's magnificent. It's amazing. And I found one. And this little guy, this is $30. The ones in pot, like a 1 gallon, 5 gallon, $250. And he only had a couple. And when I said, oh my gosh, you have it, he smiled at me because he's like, she knows fruit. I have seen people buying these on Etsy. You guys, they're selling this stick right here for $60, sometimes $100. So I got one. It doesn't look like a tree, and I certainly don't see fruit on it, guys, but this guy grows them from seed. How cool is this? This is as true as can be. Ray and I got some really fun exotics, and I just want to talk to you guys about it. So we're not going to go into big detail on this one because it's just a little stick, but get ready because this stuff's going to get growing. I'm going to love this little guy to death so that before I put him out there, I don't trip over it and kill it all in one day. I think I probably won't plant it for a year. We're going to just baby this guy. Let's get it big and strong. So if any of you guys are buying exotics like me, man, get into it, talk about it, tell others about it. They don't know this stuff exists. Post about it, comment on mine. I want to hear your guys' comments. Okay? I'm bringing up this exotic stuff because let's start getting some conversation going about who's got it, who's using it, what do we do? I think it's just super important in these really rare plants. Now, this isn't rare if you go to its country, but like the Etrog, it's time we start bringing them back. There's no reason they should be going away. These were essential in our life, and the way we lived thousands of years ago, they should be essential now. So, I'm closing with the Impact Bundle. God almighty, someone buy a few of them because I am tired of this. It ends tonight at 9. That's how we're ending. God bless you all and get out in that garden.